According to New York City's Mayor Eric Adams and the city's committee, they are deciding on whether to take away Diddy's key to the city. Puffy received the key from Mayor Adams in September of 2023. The potential of them taking away his key to the city comes after the surfaced 2016 video that shows Combs physically assaulting his ex-girlfriend / singer. The fallout from the surface video of Puffy's physical assaulting of her continues, as it may cost him his previously awarded hometown honor. During a Monday, May the 20th interview with the news outlet in New York City, Mayor Adams weighed in on the 2016 surveillance footage that shows Puffy, who is now 54 years old, grabbing, punching, shoving, and kicking Cassandra Casey Ventura, who is now 37 years old, at the now closed Intercontinental Hotel in Century City in Los Angeles. When the media outlet asked Mayor Adams if he's thinking about taking away the key to the city from Puff Daddy, which he bestowed on Puff Daddy in 2023, Adams said, "I think all of us were deeply disturbed by watching that chilling video of the young lady being assaulted by him." The mayor shared that the committee and the team have never taken a key before, but they are now sitting down to see what the next steps forward are going to be. As far as the next steps, Mayor Adams added, "We are taking everything under consideration, and the team will come back to me with a final determination." Wow. And you know what they say, it rolls downhill. And in Puff Daddy's case, we know that it is rolling downhill. You do all these bad things to people, and then when the dirt meets the road and it catches up to you, everything comes out. And this is case in point in Puff Daddy's case. Everything of his past is catching up with him. And that's what we have to be careful about, people, about our past. Hoping that your past doesn't come back to haunt you. And when we look at this P. Diddy thing, it's his past coming back to haunt him. And a lot of times, why does our past come back to haunt us? Because we still continue in that same reckless behavior of the past. We don't change and say, you know what? I'm not going to be like I was when I was younger. So say I'm reckless when I'm young and I'm wilding out, right? Then when I become an adult, man, then I be like, nah, I grew up. So I'm no longer in the streets or doing whatever I was doing that was reckless. In a person like P. Diddy's case, and having all these millions of dollars, he never had to change from the reckless person that he was. He was able to keep being reckless to a sense. And this is just my humble opinion, that he continued being reckless for so long without being pulled by his coattail or being checked, that he continued that same reckless behavior. And now the dirt meets the road. Now his past is catching up to him. And when your past catches up to you, it's not a good feeling. So as we notice too, you see all the people, they dropping off from P. Diddy. Even though I wouldn't say that all of them are innocent either, but you see they separating themselves. Everybody's separating themselves from him, especially the ones that partied with him and hung out with him and did records and things like that with him. You see, you just had LeBron James. He deleted himself from P. Diddy's Instagram. You got Lil Scrappy, who had to go back on social media and plead back to the people and apologize to Casey because he was basically saying, oh, that's my guy, he's innocent. And so when people do that, they have to come back to social media because we live in a social media world, and we know in the social media world, they can make you or break you. So you have to be careful with the way that you're using words and saying words. Because even Kelly Price, she said, I'll pray for P. Diddy. And they went in her head. So she had to come back on social media and say what she meant by it. So especially for people that are in the entertainment business or aspiring to be in the entertainment business, they definitely have to choose their words correctly, because it could either stop their career or launch their career. And that's why you have people like Lil Scrappy, Kelly Price, and other different people coming to clarify what they said. You know, and some of the other people that said in the beginning before this video, oh no, P. Diddy it's not true until we see the facts. And now they seen the video, and social media, you know, they don't let nothing die. Once you say something or put out something into the social media atmosphere, they're going to go back and replay what you said and say, hey, no, he was with him. And you know what comes after that? Cancel time. And so it actually has people that inspire to be entertainers or people that were already in the entertainment field and trying to make a comeback. It puts them in fear factor because they know they better use choice words because the people are the power. So the people are the ones who's going to make and break them. And that's the reason why people are separating from P. Diddy. Even T.D. Jakes at his sermon that he had on Sunday, but he just did it in a subliminal way and talked about women being abused without using names. See, so he was separating himself because we know he was known to frequent some of those P. Diddy parties as well. And that's what happens. People frequent these parties when the parties was lit and popping, and now that it has hit the fan, everybody has to separate themselves. It's almost like they were saying with the Kendrick and Drake thing, pick a side. So with this, it's the same thing. Separate yourself, pick a side, kind of to say, yeah, it's my friend, but I can't ride with him on this one. They're going to make you pick a side. If you're trying to be anybody in the entertainment world for sure, or if you're anybody with a name, if you're any kind of big figure, whether it's entertainment, whether it's preacher, actor, whatever, whoever you are that they could cancel and make your life a living hell, they will definitely do it if you choose the wrong wording. And like I say, they on P. Diddy's head. This ain't the end of it for sure, but we know they're at his head. And another thing I was reading on the whole P. Diddy story is, even with his apology, and I'm not going to be one to say whether it was sincere or not, with his apology thing, I was reading that they were saying he couldn't use her name. He couldn't say her name, and neither can she say his name because of the agreement they made during the settlement, the NDA type thing that they had, where neither one could say each other's name. So even with that, she can't really even testify against him, I believe, allegedly, that she can't even testify against him because of that suit that she got paid from. And that's why even the law enforcement, basically they haven't done nothing to Diddy about the case. It basically says, according to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, they are unable to charge Puffy for the 2016 hotel attack on Casey, as the surveillance video was filmed beyond the timeline where a crime of assault can be prosecuted. But as of today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack in the video against Mr. Combs. The office also shared in a statement on social media. They said, "But we encourage anyone who has been a victim or witness to a crime to report it to law enforcement or reach out to our office for support from our Bureau of Victim Services." So they're saying what? We can't charge Puffy for the 2016 hotel attack on Casey, but anybody who has been a victim or a witness to a crime, report it. So if anybody else at the hotel, is what they're saying, if anybody else was at the hotel and happened to look out of a peephole or crack your door open and you seen this going on, report it. Be a witness. Or if you was another person and it happened to you, let us know. We're here. We're from the Bureau of Victim Services. And that's what's going on with my little brief things that I know about the Puffy case. That they're willing, but they have a statute of limitations as far as that video. But they believe in their heart of hearts that there's more than just her as a victim. They know that there's probably God knows how many victims out there, and that they need to come forward and then they could prosecute, is basically what they're saying. That, hey, we're here and we're willing to prosecute. We know there's some more victims out here, so just step up. We got you. You know what I'm saying? So they're basically trying to, shut the door and throw away the key on P. Diddy. Which, you do the crime, you got to do the time. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, anything else dealing with the P. Diddy situation, it still goes back to I wasn't there, so I can't call it, but I can speak on it from the point of view of what I've seen and what I read. Because I try to use the best reliable sources when trying to do commentary on stories like these, especially when this is such a high-profile story, because P. Diddy is a high-profile person, and this whole situation is up there. I'm not going to use none of the conspiracies or whatevers. And also, like I say, I stand with the other people. What I saw was a heinous act, and it wasn't right the way he did the young lady. Whether the statute of limitations ran out or not. But, that's just some update, and I know it's a lot of P. Diddy information and different things out right now, and a lot of people, are doing their commentary on it. I just wanted to do my little commentary on it as well, and basically to let people know that Mayor Eric Adams of New York City is basically saying that him and his committee, after they saw that 2016 video in that hotel of what he did to the young lady, that they're going to take the key to the city back from P. Diddy. And mark my words, you got a committee of people, so they're going to be deliberating like he on trial. And guess what? They're going to take the key to the city back from him. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.
Star child, I never
seen the sunshine like this.
I never
seen the moon glow like
Hey yo, I never